Happy weekend, wonderful people. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad to have you here. Let me know where you are watching from. If you are new here, please do well to hit the subscribe button and the notification button as well, so you don't miss any of our interesting videos and topics. Yes, now from the intro, you know this is going to be a reaction to the statement made by Ghanaian business mogul and billionaire Mark Dan. His statement was simple: your wife's salary is hers. Don't allow her to pay bills. Now, I shared this on my WhatsApp status and gathered some interesting reactions from my friends. Added that don't believe everything you see on social media. Some female friends said you should be for us. Others were of different opinion. Now, a lot of them shared their reaction to the statements I shared on my WhatsApp status. And so I'm going to be sharing some of their reactions with you. I am also privileged to have my husband share his opinion on this matter as well. My question
Okay,
was
so I'm going to
simple.
explain it
Should your wife help
from
you
the
in
point of
paying
culture.
off bills? Stay tuned and
You see,
listen to diverse
in the past,
opinion.
women
Thank you.
weren't working, so women weren't earning. It's only the males that were working. And even before money became a thing, women never worked. It's always the males. You see, they go to hunt for game, meat, or the farm. All the women did was to stay at home and be cooking meals and stuff like that. Fast forward, money came, and still women weren't working, but it's the men that were working the most. So automatically, they were paying. That's in the era of where money is. Yeah. So automatically, the male was the one paying because they were the ones working and the woman wasn't working. And fast forward, we got to an era where women started dominating in certain fields, or the percentage of women working started increasing. And from that place, culture changes. All these kind of things are just culture that has been assimilated from so many years. But culture is dynamic, so as you grow, culture changes. So in an era where both are working and earning money, both are supposed to pay the bills. It shouldn't be something difficult or something like this thing, because marriage is a partnership. Marriage isn't this thing. It kind of simple. It's not adoption. You've not adopted anyone's child to be taking care of the person like the person is a baby. Nah. So yes, a working wife should help in paying the bills.
Okay, so first of all, if I'm going to get married to you, these are basic things that we would have to talk about. Like when we used to talk about finances, how we are going to pay this, how we're going to pay that, and all that. So first of all, it's all depends on what we have spoken about. So let's say we spoke about the fact that, oh, you'd want me to be paying some or be helping you. So that means that we have maybe 3 accounts. That's where one for, I think something happened. That's maybe one for the children, one for like personal account, and then one for like paying bills and also because we've spoken about it. Because sometimes when you're about to get married, some people don't allow their wives to, they say, oh, they want to do everything, so they don't want their wives to do anything.
Like my uncle.
Like you. And sometimes when it happens, they can, some your I don't know, but people, it depends. Sometimes when they do that to the women, sometimes they lose respect for the women because they feel like this one is not working and she's not bringing money. So sometimes they lose respect. Sometimes they chose it, so they don't mind if the woman is not working. They want her to be a housewife and be slaying and all that. But me, if you people have spoken about the fact that he's going to pay the bills and now he wants you to pay the bills, this is something people should just communicate.
But then is it okay for a working wife to pay bills?
Oh yeah, it's
to share
okay.
bills with the husband?
Oh yes, it's okay. I think that if I personally get married to my husband, we would be, as I said, we'll have an account.
So what if he doesn't ask you? Would you still feel that you should
like
support him?
my mother in the house, I think I was saying in a house like this, there are some basic things I do, like when the baller people come, I pay that
With your money?
with my own money. I do some basic things. If I can afford the prepaid, I would pay for the prepaid. But in the prepaid we buy like 100 cents. I cannot afford that. So I would pay for the prepaid. If let's say I'm just giving an example. Let's say I'm buying some food stuff, I'm buying water. Like I go buy water sometime. Like these basic things to stock up the house. I can help with that. Does it make sense?
A lot. All right, thank you.
You know that there are some men that don't, like, they feel intimidated when their wives are working, or even when their wives are wives help pay the bills, and it brings some kind of competition, some kind of contention, because like this person
they feel they are less of a man because their man's paying the bills.
You see, so sometimes that's why I was saying that maybe they will not let they'll let the woman be like a housewife, then they can
so that they can like dominate,
exactly. And the name it up so they can dominate and all that.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, question of the day. Should a working wife support the husband in paying bills? Here all your juma. Bills. This is a very pertinent question. Okay. However, people might hold different opinions on this. But the next 5 minutes I'm going to use it to elaborate on this. And I believe maybe then you've known my position, whether I'm for or against. Say, Bessia or my Bobo and come with bills, and I say, money into you. Right? Let's start and say, maybe a person called some years back, Nanka Bema Warrior, the friend be housewife. The wife will stay at home. Now, we're sharing color, making sure the home is clean and neat. And crying home, I see is good, washing their clothes than that of the father's or the husband's clothes, cooking for him and then the kids. But you say, Colano school attire is clean, or homework, or by Maman Beboa, Mom. So it was a full-time job. Okay, it was a full-time job. I would say, this is I don't know. Bisana age maybe I said Bemano Koba. No be 2 years. Bills fear. It makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that. Fast forward, embrace. Now we see a lot of women in the corporate world on top of big institutions. Internal, they're also getting paid. It's even bigger than that of the husband. The question is still, does the same opinion hold, or the question is, Besiana Nkabema be related to a funeral, and the Beman so Besiansi money beno. Does it still hold? Say maybe say Mbwani Kunanda. I believe no my sister. But again, question is being so why Enna or Casa Sem no? Say maybe say Mbwani Kuno. One, if I were the rich men in the society, the business, a business mogul, okay. A Juma no, another month in school being saying a huge sums of money. Maybe I be say I need make a kind of criminal and this kind of being crying on a year into Sebema money into it makes sense. But here is the case. I am found on the large majority, the large population, young people, my service heavy was start a juma into my worry. Maybe I don't month to manage by 3,000, besides by 2,005, or sometimes could be something to me like a movie and crampon fetch more than that of the husband. It is by 3,500 or 4,000 Ghana cedis. And to say, when you come and tell me that maybe say I know to your bills nibia, then I believe say Nipan will be a Bakasa and the target of audience or target of people on Kasano is not this kind of people. Okay. Into me, you know, I'm of the view say Besia ye Juma. I say or support Nikuno and Mamutia bills. Especially Ghana, so the economy no know. It was name of February no more marketer or more tongue. Nyoma, or the boy fee. Ogu and Colano bedidi. My men stroke market by Sana. In Granata, the shame will be on my part, I be a shade normal casual ways. Sometimes boy at a impo, mammy phone. Yeah, papa from baby no moves, Bambi says sometimes they will tell you, oh, Colombo goes to be your casa call mammy ho. It's going up, I said, mammy, no idea, man, be behind some papa. Sometimes you even expect to call up number, but it seems like, oh, baby, the fathers are giving the money to the mothers, no seeing call mammy for no. But I don't want to say no money was given to the mothers. Mammy for no more to my emu and not on the boy. Ain't you know, a boy uncle to ball and go fear. Mammy ne 2 cedis, 5 cedis. Uncle Bunshumbra, Ebianamunni, and shoe pipe, I will fear Mubunti. You go outside to buy the pipe water from neighborhood. Maybe of mamma, 1 city of Uncle Bunshumbra, Mammy ne go and buy onion bra, Mammy ne koto salt bra, Mammy ne and all these are some of the bills. Okay, and to say, okay, say, ma'am. Or you know, boy, I'm of a different view. I don't support it. Okay, intino. What target group A, B, and Nipon got some more on Whisker. It's more, you know, in Skakasi. We know the rate is right. I don't want to mention any name. But Sono Casamane in Chebia. Fine, on the Metia say. But the ordinary Ghanaian, we Jika Canada. We are all together in building our future. I don't they say here, am I in any yamba, and I'll say many won't a buffet for. In this bar will be nobody consua. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, good. Thank you.
I personally wasn't, in support of the headline, so I had to go and rewatch the video by the Ghanaian business mogul, and I realized he was talking from a place of responsibility so that the husband does not end up shirking his responsibility on his wife. In as much as this made the headlines that your wife's salary is hers and you shouldn't allow her to pay bills, yes, I feel that it may not work for anybody, just anybody. So you know the kind of marriage or institution you find yourself in and know what works for you too. If you have watched my previous video on the 5 things to do before saying I do, there was a point I made mention of having a discussion on your finances. You can go back and rewatch that and let me know what you also think about it. As a wife, would you support your husband in the payment of bills, or that is a no-no for you? Please let me know what you think. I'll be waiting to read all of it. Yeah. Goodbye.